Okay. So if everybody can say their names and say a little bit about yourself. Starting with Chad.
Okay. My name's Chad. I'm working on this project, and I love rock climbing.
Right on, Chad.
All right, I'm Alex, and I go to school at the University of Maryland.
Excellent.
I'm Nicole, and I'm working on this project also.
I'm Ryan, I'm an electrician, 25.
I'm Brenna. I'm Nicole's sister, and I go to Nova.
Cool.
I'm Beth. I went to Nova, just got into PSU, and I love TV.
Nice.
I'm John. I'm an economics undergrad, but I just got into grad school at Mason, also for economics. So.
And I'm Colin. This is my house, and I'm working on this project as well. So, all right. So, what paid services to watch television shows and movies do you currently use?
Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime. And, yeah.
Just for TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not for
Or-
music.
Yeah, just for TV.
Okay, so I use Netflix, but I got rid of my Hulu. I like Hulu Plus, right? Hulu Plus. Got rid of that. Now I just use Netflix and Amazon Prime. Actually.
Why'd you get rid of Hulu?
Just they still had ads.
Yeah, it doesn't feel worth it.
Yeah, so and they didn't have like enough original like programming for me, so I got rid of Hulu. But I have Prime like irregardless of the free stuff, and then I just realized kind of like in the last year that like Prime Video is actually pretty good, so I started using
Yeah,
it.
they got some good original shows on there.
Yeah.
That's what we just now discovered Prime. But yeah, Hulu doesn't seem worth it because there's like all the ads and it costs more than Netflix.
Right.
So it's the only thing that makes Hulu really worth it is the fact that you can watch like it's like a DVR without having a DVR. You can like stream it on your computer and all that.
So how important is it to be like ad free if you're going to be paying for streaming services?
Really important.
Yeah.
I think.
I dumped cable for that reason because I don't have any cable at all.
Oh, so
No
you're
box.
completely cable
yeah,
free.
at our house.
Good, I'm glad we have someone.
Yeah, we live across the street, and we literally dumped cable, and then like for one kid like loves NFL, so he like bought Sunday ticket and then plays it on his like PS3, and that's it. No cable box at all. Just Netflix, Amazon Prime, and then if we like want something, we'll like go on the internet and like.
But you can't get like the
Get it.
local games with like the NFL.
Yeah,
season.
yeah, you can't get like Masson and stuff like that. So that's the hit that you take. But like sometimes now, like lately, a lot of like sometimes you can get like streaming stuff online. If like I know at my high school, like you can even get like my high school games now. Some of them will stream like the state games because my high school is like Centerville is a AAA like previous champ, so we could get those like streaming, which is cool.
So it sounds like a lot, or the majority of the group has had experience with Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Netflix. Has anybody else like gone into any other streaming services like YouTube
just,
Red?
Just Netflix for me. I don't know if Plex counts.
No.
Okay, so
There's this streaming site that I've been considering because I'm like super into like horror movies, and it's called not Chiller, I forget, Shudder, and so it's like has all these subgenres of like horror movies, and but it's taken me a long time to like actually pull the trigger just because I feel like Netflix has like
Is it
a lot.
expensive?
Yeah, it's about the same price as Netflix, so that kind of throws me off.
How about you, Brenna? What's your experience?
The main two I use are Netflix and Hulu, but I don't care as much, like, I don't really care about the ads as much as others. Like, I don't think that for Hulu it's a, like, huge downfall. I just don't really care about them. If they're longer, then I probably would. But is there a difference between Hulu and Hulu Plus?
Hulu Plus gives you more content, but in my experience, like the ads are like it's only like
Okay.
2 ads. But
Yeah. So I don't.
I feel like there's
Here's
no
what
difference in
that.
ads when you
Okay.
upgrade.
It's just more stuff,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It's more content, like more episodes per.
Can't you
series.
turn on like ad blocker
That's what I was gonna say.
for the commercials?
Yeah, I'm like super like I hate ads.
Yeah.
You can
Them
do that
so
though.
much.
For Hulu.
Yeah, so like I don't know about Hulu specifically,
Yeah.
but like YouTube, like I will not watch an ad.
Yeah,
so, like,
you can do that
I have
for
like ad
YouTube.
blocker, so I don't watch any, and like that's straight up why we dumped cable. Like I spent like for instance, you've got a 30-minute episode of a show, but the actual like content of the show is like 18 minutes long, literally like 12 minutes you're watching just ads the whole time. I'm like, that's too much of my life to waste. Like,
Now, when you block the ad, don't you still have to wait the amount of time? No.
just starts right away. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought you had to wait
Yeah,
the
it's
30
awesome.
seconds.
Yeah, I bet it would probably work for Hulu too. Some websites now are like catching on though, and what they'll do is they'll be like, we noticed you're using an ad blocker, so like you can't view our stuff.
That's crazy. Well, for Hulu, it's like feels kind of like you just got to sit through it in order to get to the content, which I guess is like the case in YouTube.
It's also
but-
short though, right? Isn't it only like 30,
Yeah, but
30
it's so
seconds?
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm. Yeah.
Sometimes when you're like at a really good part of it, you
Yeah.
just don't want that ad.
stops, yeah.
You know.
And even if it's not like a real natural commercial break, like they'll stop
Mhm.
in the middle of like a scene.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
So, do you guys watch any like original series, or are you guys like married to any sort of content that one provider or one service provides over others?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like Daredevil.
Daredevil,
Netflix-
yeah.
Netflix original.
Love it.
Same with
It's really
Love
good, too.
is a Netflix original.
House
and-
of Cards.
Yeah, they're all-
House of
yeah.
Cards is really good. I was also like, Aziz Ansari came out with the show. I think
Oh,
it was a Netflix
that was
original,
great.
right?
Oh yeah,
What's
Master
this
of
called?
None.
Master
yeah.
of None,
It was
yeah.
really
That,
good.
Yeah, it's
that
a great
was,
show.
That was really funny
Surprised.
show.
No,
Yeah,
That's a Netflix
Netflix is
original,
coming
too.
out with like a lot of original
Orange is the
content.
Black.
You know,
Yeah.
Orange is the Black
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
Yeah, they're giving HBO a run for their money.
Mhm.
They are actually. I mean,
Yeah,
that
they
was-
release all the episodes at one time, so you're able to binge it.
Oh,
That's awesome.
yeah, what's the Pablo Escobar show?
Narcos.
Narcos.
Narcos,
Yeah, that was great too.
And HBO is doing a. They kind of like cut cable out of their thing now because they do HBO. You can do HBO Go
Now.
Yeah.
HBO Go.
HBO Now.
Well,
that's
there's
right, a
HBO Go and
difference.
HBO Now.
And
too,
now is if
yeah.
you don't even have cable, you can just get HBO as like
Yeah.
a streaming service.
Oh, really?
Which is what I
HBO
did
Go
for
is if
Game
you
of
have a
Thrones.
provider. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
that's cool.
So, what do you guys think about the pricing of streaming services versus like the pricing of cable?
It's way
Cable's
cheaper.
pretty
It is
so
cheaper.
worth it. Yeah.
For more
But-
content and commercial free.
But also, I mean, if you're subscribing to a multitude of streaming services, those all stack up as
Sure.
well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so would it be worth it to, or in your minds, to go and subscribe to like 5 or 6 streaming services and cut out cable completely?
Yeah, if you can get everything you want.
Yeah.
I would.
literally did that.
The
I
big
would
thing
say
is sports,
no.
Like sports is primarily viewed on cable,
Yeah.
but like
I think that's the
Netflix
last
really
step.
doesn't do anything for sports
No.
because it's all live.
Mm-hmm.
So how often are you like tuning into sports each week, or like live sports?
At least a couple nights a week.
Couple nights a
Whenever
week.
they
Yeah,
come
sure.
out.
Mhm.
Every
Like,
single
after
night.
Yeah.
I-
Whatever the games are.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, I've watched way too much sports, but if I had to get every single one, like the MLB package, the NBA, then I feel like it'd just be just as expensive as.
It'd be more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
it's like $250 for the package, and then if you got to get like 4 packages, then
Yeah.
you're short
So
there.
I need both.
So you would have to have both of them.
Yes. Unless I feel like what you were saying about your football
They start
team
streaming
streaming.
it
I think I
online.
feel like more and more people are trending that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember because there's no cable downstairs, and I remember Garrett was over once and had to watch the game, and he was trying to watch it streaming, but like it was live streaming's like a pretty sketchy thing. So he was like trying to watch, I think, like a hockey game or something, and it was like difficult to like stream that live. But
So does anybody have like experience with YouTube Red?
no.
I've never
Because
done
now
that.
that's supposed to be
Yeah.
like the solution to streaming sports.
I know, like with YouTube Red, you know how on YouTube on your phone, when you exit out of it, it immediately, like, you can't listen to anything? With Red, you can exit out and, like, lock your phone and it still plays. And that's what I really like
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
Why would you want
Yeah,
to?
that's awesome.
Because
Like,
you
just
can,
listen to it.
and you can make, like, a soundtrack of all, like, your favorite songs, ones you
Of
only
your
listen
music.
to, yeah.
Oh, so if you
And that's
shut
what
your
I
phone,
like.
if you're like
Mhm.
driving or something, and you turn your phone, like
yeah, and you can still, like, go and text
pretty
or do something, but still listen to YouTube. That's
Okay.
what I really
How
like
much?
about it.
How much is that?
I think it's, like, 5 or 15.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
relative to Netflix.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Netflix is like $13.
Is
It's
it?
pretty cheap, yeah.
Yeah.
13?
No, I think it's
I thought it was
$8.99.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
thought they
$8.99.
raised it recently.
Is that? I think they raised it from seven. I think they raised
Yeah,
it
it
from
was
$6.99.
$7.99. I think it's
Yeah.
$8.99.
Okay.
now.
Oh, I get why they raised it, but that's annoying.
Oh wait, if you have unlimited, it's more. If you have like a cap,
Yeah.
but like we
Mm.
share our Netflix with like a bunch of people.
Oh,
so we
really?
have to have unlimited.
Right.
Otherwise, one day it's like capped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's got like original content now. Television show or television channels have original content as well. So how many of you are tuning in to cable TV at one specific time during the day to catch up on your shows?
Never to catch up on shows. Do I like go on to cable TV? I always
Or like,
watch
do you watch like any like original programming? Like so like
X-Men comes on at 7.
or like FX, you know, like American Horror Story or something like that. Are you guys tuning in on cable or are you guys DVRing it? What are you doing?
Oh,
DVR.
well, they
Yeah.
have like, well, I have an Apple TV, and like I'm able to go. They've got like apps on that Apple TV, like American Horror Story. They have like an FX one where you can like just click on it and watch it after it airs. So that's what I use to like catch up on that kind of stuff. They have those
Yeah,
for
HBO
different channels.
HBO does something similar where it's like the minute after the Game of Thrones episode finishes, you can watch it on HBO Go, like the literal, like the minute after the 11 o'clock, whatever, it starts at 10. Doesn't it? Game of Thrones starts at 10?
Yeah.
I think it starts at 10. And like at 11:01, you can watch a brand new one. So like, and there's nothing else really that I would like specifically wait up for, like, because my life is like, I don't know. I feel like we're all too busy to, like, I'm not gonna like schedule my life around a
Yeah.
show. I've got stuff to do.
No, I
But like,
DVR
if
it.
it's,
No, yeah,
exactly,
same,
yeah.
no, just-
But if you can't DVR, that's what's nice about Netflix. I can just go watch it whenever I want to watch.
So would it be safe to say that you almost never tune in to a live airing of a TV show?
Yep, never.
Yeah,
unless
It's just
it works
convenient.
around
The
your
only time it's convenient is when you want to keep up with a season as it's happening, and you don't have to wait until after it goes up on Netflix or Hulu.
yeah, and Twitter too like makes it difficult to wait
Yeah.
because people are spoiling and all of that. Like
Yeah.
you want
If
to.
there's, like,
And it makes it easier. You can like live tweet like with people, and that's like a sense of community a little bit with cable network, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's like you can live tweet during your.
I feel like Game of Thrones is the one show that I have to watch at the exact time
Immediate,
because it is so popular and everyone has to talk about it
Yeah.
the next day. But other than that, I'll record everything just so I don't have to watch the commercials.
I probably would have been like that if there was just like I watched Breaking Bad on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
But if I watched it when it came out, I would have kept up with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that I had to when that was on. I had to watch that live too, just
Yeah.
because that was so popular as well.
I'm sure it was fun to binge it though.
Yeah, that's the other
We
thing.
sat
If you
down
can
like
wait.
6 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's my life.
It's
So
a
I get
Netflix
it.
binge day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every
Sweatpants
day.
and Netflix kind of day.
Yeah.
That's a good question. How often do you just binge watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real. I mean, how often do you like sit down in front of the TV and
Man.
watch episodes upon episodes?
Probably like every night.
Yeah.
I, like, have to go to bed.
I feel like he's like looking at me when he asks this question because like, just like when I'm living, my Netflix is on and I'm just like constantly watching. Like I'm super into Gilmore Girls. I've like always been
Oh, I
into
love
Gilmore
Gilmore
Girls.
Girls. Yeah.
And I
They're
just,
putting out a new one.
yeah, I know. I'm so excited. But I have that on constantly, like
Yeah.
constantly while I'm
And,
doing my makeup, doing my
I
homework.
rewatched Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, see, I
So
won't.
it's
I
on
won't
all the
go
time.
near that because I hear that's like too emotional. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I finished a bunch of shows here in like the past month too.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, I mean it's easy. It's so easy to watch TV and like.
you can do the dishes and watch
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like basically while I'm living, and I think he kind of.
Like Daredevil got finished in a day and a half for me.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like I was
yeah.
like I'm only gonna watch 2 episodes tonight, and I'm on episode 8.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's 4 in the morning. I need to get to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it pops up the. Are you sure you're still watching?
Are you sure you're still watching? It's like, don't judge me. Right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
very. It feels very real. And then
And they
Netflix
shortened
is
it
just
to,
like
2
officially.
episodes.
Yeah.
Well,
2 episodes. I'm like, oh my god.
Netflix
this
is
too
like
much.
just like kind of stopped asking me that, and so I'm like, all right, like I feel like it gets me now. I don't know. Maybe.
Never asked me. Either.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
just
like it's like all right.
okay.
I understand what kind of person you are. Just I'll keep playing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like 50 hours, 60 hours
That's
a
wild.
week.
I think that's like there is like a slight negative to it, and that's that like, and this is I think I just read an article about this like 2 days ago, is that some people are getting like less passionate about doing other things that they used to be into because it's so easy to be lazy and just like watch Netflix because like it's so easy to just turn something on and then it just keeps going. And like back like before, like when I would like do other I don't know, other stuff that wasn't Netflix or just like internet, I could do it so much easier because I didn't have like the same way that I could just like I just can just sit there and I don't have to
it's
do
really-
anything. And so like it's actually like there is a little bit of like a bad thing to
Like when you go on your laptop to do like homework and then like Netflix is just like the
Already on
first
its
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd click on it automatically.
Nova,
like, have
you
ever
type in
done
Nova
that?
and it pops up Netflix and you're like, yeah, all right. That's exactly what I do. Well, and also it's like difficult to be like productive if I don't have something playing. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm cleaning my room or something. Does that make sense? That's
Yeah,
kind of
no, no, it
probably a
doesn't
very that's a very terrible confession to make, but it's difficult to like be productive or like even like, you know.
I feel like with your how amazing your smartphones can get now, I'm just feel the constant need to be entertained. Like
It's like that movie Idiocracy. You remember that movie Idiocracy where
yeah.
they have constant screens around them? That's where we're headed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like Wall-E, yeah. Oh, that looks awesome to me. I think. You know what I mean?
I'd have a couple buddies that would love those floating chairs.
Yeah. It seems
like-
like a reality I like to live in.
It's like sensory overload though, because like I'm exactly the same way, and sometimes this is the truly like the worst feeling ever. I'll be and this is when you know things are way too good in life. I'll be watching Netflix and like out of instinct, because I have two monitors. I have my computer like I have like a really good setup. So I have like a huge monitor and then a computer monitor setup. Like built my own computer, it's like all decked out. But the one monitor will be playing something on Netflix, and I'm so like ADHD about like having something on that I will on instinct go on the other empty monitor and pull up Netflix and be like, wait a minute, like I'm literally right now like watching a show on Netflix and like I'm just like this isn't enough, like and I'll click
I've
like
done that
I'll click like
too.
Spotify and be like I need to listen to music. I'm like a show is literally on
Playing,
right
and you're
now that
just,
I'm like
your
not
other brain
yeah
is, like,
yeah and I just can't
stimulating.
handle
Oh,
it.
I've done that where
It's not good.
I click out of Netflix and then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what do I want to do?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
what's on Netflix?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
yeah,
I'm like,
I'll
oh,
do
God.
the same thing where Netflix is playing on my TV and I'll literally type in Netflix and start
Yeah,
looking, and I'm like,
it's
yeah,
not
it's a
good.
horrifying.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh God.
I do that, but I exit out of Facebook on my phone, and then I go to my computer and get on.
Yeah, Facebook,
Yeah.
it's the same. Yeah,
It's horrible.
just like idly your fingers type in.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, John, you hate ads, right?
I hate them so much.
So for streaming services that don't have ads, how would you find, or how would you assume that you're being targeted by like different companies who may have like sponsorship or stakeholdership?
Oh, it's 100% like product placement, and the thing is, I think I'm like smart enough to realize when like I'll be watching The League and they'll all be like Bud Lights and the ads will be like what is it called, like the tags
The
or
labels.
the labels, yeah, the labels will be facing out towards the camera. And they're like, give me a Bud Light like brand High Life 64 calorie beer from the fridge. And you're like, they like Bud Light in the show apparently. You know what I mean? They do the same thing. I was watching the show Heroes and I just started watching
Heroes,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and like. What's her name? Hayden Panettiere. There's a scene, and I'll never forget it because it's just the best, most embarrassing like product placement. Hayden Panettiere, the dad hands her the keys, and she goes, "You're giving me the Murano," and then it pans out, and it's a Nissan Murano like parked in the spot. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's
sweet ride.
It's a sweet ride.
I saw that
You got
same thing
it.
on Secret. I don't know why I was watching this, but Confessions of an American Teenager or something like
Yeah,
that. It's like
Secret Life of the American
Secret Life of the
Yeah.
American. And she was like, here, and she like holds up like a scrubbing thing, and she's like, this will help you get rid of your blackheads, and hopefully it'll inspire you to like tell the truth
Yeah,
or something like they try to
exactly.
decide it.
It's like that. What was that Jim Carrey movie? Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Wait,
It cups
wife,
it, chops
I'm good
it,
for right now.
Yeah.
Hey, can I cop one of those Angry Orchard?
Of course.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's why I got him. Everyone
I
again.
appreciate it. Thank
Yeah, where she's just
Using
like,
these.
oh,
Is this yours?
Folgers coffee,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
freshest Colombian. He's like, who are
Yeah.
you talking to?
Yeah, that's such a good scene.
And on New Girl, they like love Priuses, all of them.
Yeah.
They all love
Yeah.
Priuses. I love
Yeah, that's
that.
what I understood. They were
Prius.
poor, but they could afford a Prius.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that was
live
great
all
part.
in one like studio apartment.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
into it though. I like New Girl.
Yeah, I don't
So I'm
mind
like,
it.
yeah, sell it, whatever. I don't
I
care.
don't mind it. Honestly, the product placement, like, there's gonna be a line, and like I said, there was a line with ads with me, and eventually when I was like, okay, I'm like, it's wasting my life at this point. Like, if they're drinking a Bud Light and they gotta like put a little one-liner in for Bud Light, this is what I'm paying for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
eventually, until it's like the whole show is just them constantly being
Yeah.
like, let me get on my like luxury couch from
Yeah.
this place, and then I'm gonna watch this show on my Sony Bravia, and then you know what I mean. Every single thing becomes it. I'll stop paying for that. like that will be there will be a certain there's definitely a line that like
Mhm.
they're gonna come to eventually. I'm just gonna stop watching television
Wow,
altogether
that's
and be a hermit.
Scary.
Because I won't be able to get any good content.
You're gonna drop streaming
You
too,
know, like
huh?
rip out his
I
eye.
have to. I'll do. I mean, that's why I said Hulu Plus. Like, I just was like, all right, if you're gonna sell me ads when I can go on Netflix and not have ads.
Yeah,
then
and it was
why-
like more expensive than
right,
Netflix.
Why would I do that?
Yeah,
And
it
that's
was-
exactly why they lost my business. Didn't get my money.
I feel like
Joe,
my
come
my
back.
line,
Yeah.
the line I'm gonna set is when it gets to the point where like I'm watching a show like Game of Thrones, and then
Game of
Tyrion just looks at me and says, "Hey Chad,
Yeah.
looks like you could use a beer."
Oh,
I'll be like,
no.
"Oh God."
Yeah.
I would be like, yeah, that's crazy. Of course I should. Yeah, I'd be so
I should've taken
susceptible to
that
that.
Hey, Google's scary like that though. Like that's in our near future.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ads. We're gonna ruin
I
our
was like
lives.
looking at razors on Amazon. I don't know why I was looking at razors on Amazon, but I got a razor
Yeah,
like
you
the
saw.
next week in the mail.
Yeah, that's not even.
without you even ordering,
Yeah.
that's
They're
crazy.
running your
One time
crazy
Facebook
one?
asked
Colin.
me how I like my Toyota Camry.
That's
yeah.
scary.
It's weird. I
It's
never put
crazy.
anything on
Facebook's,
there.
I think, the worst one for that.
For sure.
Facebook
Well,
totally is.
You can do all sorts of targeting on Facebook ads because Facebook knows everything about you. It knows
Yeah.
how long you've been in a relationship. It knows what you like. It knows
That's right,
what you
yeah.
dislike, and it can use all of that to like they sell that information to people who are like putting ads into your stream. So scary world, but yeah. So it sounds like flexibility. What's up?
I said, what do you guys think about the movie selections on like Netflix and Amazon
Yeah,
Prime?
I don't really like it.
Not yeah.
I don't know.
I like whenever they add new stuff. So the 10 things that'll go on there, maybe one of them is good.
Uh-huh.
So I'll watch that one.
Yeah.
That's what actually had me thinking about doing Shudder, just because like they take all of my favorite like scary movies away. They took Scream away, and they like, but when they took Scream away, HBO got it, and so I could still stream it on HBO Go. But yeah, that's what had me thinking.
But like,
That's one of the series that I watched that came on Netflix.
Oh, the Screams, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it, but yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Not
like
the
these-
series, the movies.
The movies,
I like
yeah.
binge watched all of them.
they're awesome.
And I was
But
like, oh, cool, Scream.
yeah, but they don't have very many like subgenres, and I guess
Yeah.
it's like they've got all of these other genres. Like I understand why they wouldn't, but
Sometimes
It's
Netflix
just funny.
acts weird and they don't sort it into subgenres.
That's what I was just gonna
like
say.
what you've been watching and top picks for you, and then it, like
Like,
it's really weird.
really random.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that on purpose. That's what I was just gonna say. That's like the inside baseball of it, though, because like all the like they do like licensing and all this stuff so weird that they purposely make it like hard to browse like their content. No, why? Yeah, maybe a second. they make it difficult because they want you to pick shows that like they might have paid less for and not just go straight for like the top like stuff. You know what I mean? So they make it like weird to browse. And they put like all random stuff in, and you're like, why
The
isn't it
ones
just?
that are recommended for me are Netflix originals.
Yeah, of course.
So being introduced into the group is my younger brother Brendan May.
How's it going?
Hey.
It's cool.
Do you want any pizza or something to
Yeah,
drink
I
with beers
take that
and
off.
cider?
Let
There's
the
also
rec-
Krabbies in the fridge.
Let the record show I'm taking a beer.
That's a cider.
Damn it.
Do you want it still?
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Here. I don't know whose keys these are. I feel like they're yours.
No, no, no.
Oh well.
Dan Nelson's.
Are they really?
Yeah, the roommate dance. Is that the Bear Claw?
Indeed.
All right, so what we're discussing is streaming versus cable services. Do you subscribe to either streaming or cable services?
No.
Does your house subscribe to cable services?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you like about cable services?
Fuck nothing. I don't really. I mean, the Wi-Fi, I guess, but you know,
So if you were
I'm
take
never watching TV.
so take the Wi-Fi completely out of it, but you don't tune into any shows on cable. Do you watch live sports?
I mean, most of the time I just catch them the next day.
Okay. And how about streaming services? Do you have access to Netflix or Hulu, Amazon Prime?
There's someone who's got a Netflix in our house. I mean,
So do you watch it regularly?
I wouldn't say regularly, but yeah.
So you're not one who really watches streaming or cable services.
Not really, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I just
good.
ordered
It's good.
pizza and beers.
Yeah.
It's good to have
You gotta have your priorities.
yeah.
So, do you guys like the way that the movies are cycled in Netflix? So they put them on, they take them
No.
off, kind of a limited
No,
time
I was
thing?
in middle of a
Sometimes I feel
season.
like-
I was in middle
No.
of a series, and
What's-
it got
what
taken
series?
off. Desperate Housewives.
Wait,
No.
can't
Yes,
you?
I
You
got
can pay
taken off.
extra a month to get like DVD sent to your place.
Yeah,
But-
so you
but-
can get any
Yeah.
movie you want.
Can't you
So-
add a show to my queue and
Yeah,
then
it
it
won't-
keeps it for
They
you?
won't keep it.
It won't keep
No.
it.
And they
It won't
purposely-
take it. They take it off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They purposely don't tell you either. That's another thing I was just like reading about because I was reading about like why they do it. Like because I was like, why can't I find anything on Netflix that like I actually want to watch? Because they purposely do not tell you the expiration date and stuff because they want you to like either like watch it or you just like lost out because they only have a limited time and they think that if you know the times then you'll schedule like you'll be like, oh, I don't need to watch this till like the last day, and then it might be like it was not as profitable for them, so they purposely just like leave all that information out.
Well,
They
I
don't
see on Facebook they have like, they're like, oh, movies that are leaving in whatever
Yeah,
in
exactly.
October, but they post it in like October, so they're like, oh, it's leaving October 1st, and they posted it like October 3rd, and I'm like, why did you? That sucks. And it reminds me like that these movies are like gone. It just tells me that they're gone,
Right.
and that sucks. Yeah, and if it's in your queue, there's nothing you can do because I had Donnie Darko in my queue, and I went to watch
So
it
good. So good.
when it's gone, and I'm like, that sucks, you know.
I would say out of the Netflix movies, the only ones that I actually do enjoy are all the foreign films they have, because they have a pretty good selection. If you like horror movies, some of the Korean
Oh, yeah.
horror
Oh my
are
God.
the
Horrifying.
most messed
Very,
up movies I've
very
ever seen in
scary,
my
yeah.
time. I had like 3 nights in a row where I watched one each night, and I was like, I couldn't watch it for like 3-4 weeks. I'm like, no, this is too dark. Like,
Yeah, they've got
The
crazy
Koreans know how to do
selection
it.
in as far as like foreign horror movies.
Yeah.
That's the place to go. If you,
they are.
for sure.
Have you guys seen like Old Boy or I Saw the Devil?
Oh, I Saw the
Both of
Devil's
those.
horrifying.
They're both
That's
really
so
good.
scary. Yeah.
Have you seen The Untouchables? It's like a French movie.
Oh wait,
That's such a good movie.
wait, is that the one where the guy
The guy
can't
looks
take
like-
care of himself?
Yeah, he looks like Dustin Hoffman kind of.
Yeah, that
He's
movie's
in a
incredible.
wheelchair.
That's
such a
one of the
good
best
movie. I
movies.
think it's still on there.
Did you see Gone Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Never watched that again.
Because of that movie, I'm never getting married.
Ben Affleck's brother, isn't it?
Ben Affleck
Yeah,
and
how can you
Emily
trust
Ratajkowski,
anyone
Vinsky
after
or
that?
whatever, who's like the cheating girl in it.
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
Affleck, I don't remember his wife's name. Oh.
Oh, Rosamund Pike.
Isn't Gone Girl? I thought it was Ben Affleck's brother.
No, it's
No, it's been
I
a
think he's in it though. Also,
Casey.
His
No.
brother's in it.
he might be like
Tyler Perry plays a cop.
liked helped
or
out
Oh,
with
something.
catering.
Yeah.
He plays Tyler Perry plays the lawyer.
Oh, the lawyer.
And the one
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
thinking of isn't his brother. It's the guy that was the main character in Almost Famous. That the young looking guy. I don't know his name.
I love Almost Famous, and I think it's not on Netflix anymore.
Yeah, that is a
It's
classic.
gone from that. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like Almost
So,
Famous.
do you subscribe to any of like the DVD services?
Yeah, I do, but
So you-
honestly I rarely use it though. I just
So you just use the streaming?
yeah, I mean I do order DVDs, but sometimes like I'll order a DVD and I'll have it for like a month, and I don't. I'm like, no, I just don't even watch it. But I mainly just do the streaming.
Your favorite.
So, but there's no late fees, right?
There's
Which
no
one do you want?
fees now.
I don't know.
There's citrus.
Do you
wit,
like that you can hold it
IPA,
for so
A
long?
lager, the
Um,
grapefruit IPA.
Yeah,
I'll do the grapefruit one.
yeah. If I'd probably watch it faster
Thank
if
Yep.
I didn't have that ability. So.
There's some sort of like incentive to send it back quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the most part, you're watching like streaming.
Yeah, mostly. But like I'll put cable before Netflix. Like I'll look on like my cable and see what's on. And if there's nothing on, I'll turn Netflix on after that.
So, cable also provides like a way to go into a specific series, right? So like you can you can go by channel,
Like on
um,
demand.
right, on demand.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they also have like free movies and all sorts of stuff that I don't know if people necessarily utilize. Do you do any of that?
Yeah, so like for shows, I'll do that. Even like if I miss a show, instead of like turning on like HBO Go or something, I'll go to the like on demand.
Oh yeah.
Because they
Yeah,
have
I
them all.
do.
Just easier
Cox,
because
yeah, it's very easy.
The one major thing for me is if it's not one of the big time networks like HBO, then it's gonna have commercials and you can't fast forward, which is the most maddening
Oh, I
thing.
didn't know that.
But the one thing I've noticed, one of my friends does, is a lot of the channel networks allow you to watch them online, and then you can just do the ad blocker
Yeah.
thing. And so say if you have just like a friend's or your parents' cable password, if that all you have to show them is what your cable provider is and the password. And so technically, like, you don't need cable as much for television. It's more, I think, for me, it's just sports.
Yeah, and I was actually just speaking with someone today about how he feels like I kind of brought up that I was going to be in a focus group and sort of like a little bit about what it was about, and he expressed to me that was that private?
You're not supposed to do
I'm
that.
so sorry.
You just
That
contaminated
was private
everything.
information. He likes
We
to
gotta throw it out.
The session's
it
done.
off. I feel really bad. But no, he was saying, he was like, yeah, I feel like the only reason he has cable is to watch games, and he's like, even still, it's like he considered stopping cable because they show the games like at bars and stuff, and so he figured like that's kind of the future of watching games is like going to
Yeah.
bars.
That's what I think.
The only thing is if it's like on a Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
You have to work Wednesday.
Exactly.
true.
Yeah.
Depends
So
on
you'd
what
rather
you
watch
don't
it
get-
at home.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I went to like the Caps game like last. When they start the Phillies or the Flyers
it was-
series, I
Yeah,
watched
they
the first.
started last
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah, so I watched. I think it was Thursday, or Friday. Anyway, I watched the game at Brian's and like had a beer, but that's literally because I don't have cable. So like, I want
Oh,
to watch.
yeah.
I want to watch the Caps game. Like I have to go to Brian's up the street to like
Yeah.
watch the Caps. But I mean, I don't mind because it's just got a
The
beer
only-
and watch
yeah.
the games. Whatever.
So do you like having that atmosphere?
Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, like, sometimes you want to be at home, like, in your pajamas watching a game, of course, and that's, like, one of the
A
benefits
nice
of
cup of
cable,
Joe,
right?
yeah.
And a
Like
good
the
cup of
best-
Joe.
Yeah, I get
you
it,
know?
I get
But, you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice.
Yeah,
I
the best
get-
thing about it is like you have people there who are cheering for the same thing that you
Yeah.
are, so like you all become buddies.
That's
Right,
nice.
yeah.
Especially during the playoffs.
That is
Especially
nice.
during the playoffs. Yeah.
But the for me, the thing is, if I'm going to the bar, then my wallet is just getting empty. And so
Yeah,
I could not
that's
do
true.
that for an
Yeah,
entire
yeah,
season.
exactly.
Like,
That's very true.
like if I just
That's
see
a
other
downside.
people just partying, drinking, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
give me more.
It's that's
So would you rather
so true.
pay
Yeah.
for cable?
Yeah,
That would, in the long
It
run, it
probably
would save me a lot more
matches
money.
up, yeah.
yeah, I wonder what I pay. I
Like-
swear.
like-
Water?
Yeah,
Probably way
because I don't want to be
more
that guy where all
on cable.
the servers are just looking at you with a scowl, being like, oh, he's just here for the game, only ordering water.
That's like people go to watch like wrestling matches, you know, because you have to pay a lot, right? Or not wrestling
the
matches.
fights.
MMA.
MMA. I don't know much about it. I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed.
WWE SmackDown.
Whatever, it doesn't
At the bar.
matter. But you go because you
Yeah.
have to like order it right on pay-per-view or something.
Yeah.
And so people
It's
go to
really
the
expensive.
bar. I look like an idiot. I'm
No,
sitting
you
next
don't,
to
you're
someone. But anyway, so you go to the bar and you end up like paying as much as you would, right?
Yeah, you pay a cover charge.
Because
Yeah.
and then you end up like
Drinking.
buying as
Yeah.
much alcohol
'cause-
as it would be just to like,
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, any good bar is basically if it's a
Yeah.
UFC fight, especially big ones, or like
UFC.
boxing, of course, they're gonna make you pay like $10 or $20 just a cover
yeah.
charge before you even walk in.
I've seen a couple
Buffalo Wild
that
Wings doesn't
don't
have
charge.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, really?
They also like. Well, I feel like
Yeah, but there's so many people in there, so it's
they
it's-
pay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
unpleasant.
You're like butt
And
to
then there's
nuts the
like,
whole
if
time.
like the firefighter, there's more people that kick you out.
Yeah,
Really?
that's wild.
Wait,
It's
they
also
kick you
expensive for the
out?
restaurant.
If like the firefighters come and they'll check to make sure that like.
Oh, there's too many people.
Yeah.
And fire marshal and stuff.
That sucks.
So, has anybody ever subscribed to like a fight night or
For sure.
you have?
Definitely. No, never was into MMA, and